Morning everybody, my name's Ian with theaffiliatejourney.com. Today I want to talk to you about a trend that I'm seeing pop up a lot in the SEO world, used a lot by affiliate marketers, but anybody who's looking at using organic traffic from Google primarily for profits and customers for their online business. And that trend I'm seeing is, we'll call them link networks, but what they really are is more networks of private blogs or networks where members add blogs into a system. And what you do to build backlinks is you submit content, and this content gets syndicated through these blogs and websites within the network. Some of them require you to submit unique content. Some of them utilize spun content. Anyone who's not familiar with spinning content, it's basically a way that you rewrite the content using some special characters to wrap words, so you use synonyms and different rewrites of sentences and paragraphs and things like that. It's a whole other topic, I guess, though. What I want to talk about now, though, is all of these networks seem to pimp themselves out as the best, right? They've got testimonials coming out the yin-yang about how great rankings have improved from their clients and things like this. And I'm going to tell you, I've been a member of a lot of them. I can't say I've been a member of all of them, but realistically, I can't say I've seen massive success using any one particular network. It may have contributed to success because I use them in combination with other methods for building links and things like this that I do for SEO for my websites. But I don't believe that they're the be-all, end-all that they're often promoted to be. And there's a couple of reasons why I feel that. Now, if anybody's watching this and they own one of these link networks, I'm not targeting anybody in particular, but there's two types of networks. The first types of networks require members to add sites, as I've mentioned. The second type generally own a network of websites on a variety of different hosts, and members can post content to those. They don't have to contribute any sites into the network. Both of these are somewhat flawed, though, because the first type, anybody who's adding sites in solely for the purpose of being able to get credits or the ability to syndicate content to other sites, they're probably not going to nurture those sites the way they would one of their own money sites, which means they're not going to be doing any backlink building for those sites. They're not going to be promoting them, which means that as new articles get added to it from this link building network, they're not getting indexed, or they're not staying indexed, they're not passing much link juice. So, I'm not saying they're worthless, they add more unique domains linking to your site, but they don't necessarily boost you up the way, say, a high quality PageRank 6 link you might lease from someone might, right? The second type, where the company or service owns all the sites and you post content to them, generally they're made up of expired domains. In a nutshell, what that means is these are domains that used to be live websites. They've had a few links pointed towards them in their past life. They gained some Google PageRank, and then whomever owned them before they didn't want it anymore. They stopped promoting the site, they forgot about the site. It expires at the registry, GoDaddy, Namecheap, wherever they might be at, and these services can pick them up at auction or from domain brokers afterwards. They still hold that PageRank, they still have a few of the original links pointing at them, but they're no longer the original site. Now, what's the issue here? These domains have PageRank, you might be saying, they are what they are. Well, two issues. First issue is that I'm not a big fan of PageRank. And if we look at the link profiles of these expired domains, a link profile would be the links that are pointing at the site that gives it its power, and I guess we could say it's PageRank. I feel that there's an issue there, because many of these sites that show a PageRank of 3 or 4 really don't have any links. They might have a handful, a dozen, maybe 20, 30 links pointing at them. How can that possibly generate a PageRank 3 or 4 unless it was all from high quality directories such as DMOZ and Best of Web and things like that? And they're not generally, right? Second reason that they're maybe not as great as they're marketed to be is there's so many members that flood these systems. What ends up happening is the front page of that blog that they put on these expired domains cycles very quickly. If you've got 20 or 30 posts coming onto each blog every day, well, guess what? Your post gets buried really quickly. And if you look at the cache date by going to Google, if you're not familiar with how to do that, you can search the site and there's a little cache link beside the result, or you can type cache, C-A-C-H-E, colon, and then the URL you're looking at. You'll notice that it's generally not the same day. There's usually a few days lag, sometimes 5, 7, maybe even a dozen days. And what ends up happening is your post doesn't get indexed right away. So it takes a while for Google to find it, and by the time it does find it, it's fallen off the front page, which means you're not getting the big benefit that the fact that this PageRank 3 or PageRank 4 site has, because then your article with the links in it resides just at its own URL with no links pointing towards it, nothing at all. It's just out there on its own. Generally, it may not even be easily found through the blog, which means that once it falls off the front page, there's no easy way for a spider from a search engine like Google to find it again, to re-index it. And the key to links is that Google needs to know they exist for them to count, which means they need a good cache date, so they need to be cached within the last 30 days or so, and indexed, of course. If they're not indexed at all, well, then they don't exist in Google's terms. So I've gone off on a little rant here, as I often do. I apologize for that. I think I've got my point across, though, that a lot of people, especially new beginner SEOs and affiliate marketers, land on some of these sales pages for these link networks and blog networks and article syndication sites, and their eyes light up. They think they've found the golden nugget, the missing piece that will allow them to boost their site to #1 and suddenly earn hundreds or thousands of dollars, whatever your goal might be. I'm not here to burst the bubble, as per se, but the reality is that there is no golden bullet. And if you've come across one of these, just be wary. I'm not saying don't try it out, but if I can give you a tip, if you're going to try it out on a brand new site, or use it on a site that hasn't had any links built to it for a while, and only use that service and see what kind of results you get. Make a closed little test for yourself. Testing is key. You can't cheat stats. You can't cheat real life results. We can say a lot of things in this internet marketing world, that this service will do this or this product will do that, but results don't lie. So if you run yourself a closed test with these link building networks, and you take a new site or a site that hasn't any work done to it for a while, you build some links to it, and you see some growth, you can kind of draw a correlation there and say that, okay, this service might be doing something for me. Then you can add that into your rotation for other promotion methods on all your sites. So I hope you got some value out of this video today, and weekend's coming up, so enjoy that. Thanks for watching. Again, my name's Ian with The Affiliate Journey. Bye for now. Cheers.